out of time. Where are they now? All the ghosts from your past, lost in dreams of a time long gone by.
Jo, what are you doing?
We got a plank. Come on.
I can't. He's taken my ring.
What? Who cares? We'll get it later.
No, I can't.
Excuse me, Sir Ivan.
What's the matter with that dog?
Oh, he's frantic, sir. Must be an intruder.
Then let him loose.
Sir Ivan.
Hold your horses. I'm coming. Oh, hi, Tom.
Hi, Mr. Tiegan. Excuse me. Where's Jo? I found something. Sir Ivor Creevy Thorne. Remember that name? That was what she said, wasn't it?
I think so.
Look at this. Lucky she didn't go through, or else... This guy's lethal. So, where is she?
Check over by the pond, Campbell.
Yes, sir.
Have you looked round the back?
Aye, sir.
Check by the stables.
Already looked, sir. Nothing there.
Where are you, you scoundrel? Wait till I get my hands on you.
Now, that was definitely the name, wasn't it?
Sir Ivor Creevy Thorne. Yep.
And if I've read that correctly, he's the biggest crook since Al Capone.
Well, not since Al Capone. He came later.
What?
Well, Joe's in 1919. Al Capone was in, 1930-something.
Royce? Who cares what year it was in? The guy's dangerous. We've got to warn her.
How?
Go on, boy. Sniff him, man. Where are they? Go on, boy. Sniff him, man. Good boy. Good boy.
Has he been fed today?
No, sir.
That explains his eagerness. Don't let him rest until he's found the intruder.
Go, Bullseye, go.
No, not at all. Most interesting. The Neptune, you say?
The Neptune? Isn't that the ship's arrival?
When did she arrive? I see. And her cargo?
Where can those children be?
Come on, let's get out of here.
I can't.
Well, turn the place upside down. Stables, rose garden, nothing. What about you? Oh,
You ready?
nothing, sir.
Come on, Nick, now.
You go with him.
I can't.
Those things
It's too dangerous.
Good boy.
No one showed up for dinner.
Tiny bit of pasta. Kept the sauce.
Where are they?
Royce raced off with Tama somewhere. Haven't seen Jo for a while. Probably in a room.
Jo,
Oh, hi, Mum.
what are you doing in here?
Oh, Jo said we could...
Borrow some tapes.
Yeah.
And where is she?
My Alexis. Why?
Oh, I don't know. I just thought she might want to wish me luck with my resignation speech.
Can't worry about that now. Jo...
Where are you going?
I just want a quick look round the wharves.
But surely you don't think that's right.
I don't think anything, my dear. But it is strange that the Neptune's cargo isn't registered. Young Jo was so certain that the poisonous substance will be hidden in Sir Ivor's garden.
I find that difficult to believe.
That's the only thing I have to go on at the moment.
I wish you wouldn't.
Ask Mrs. Whitelaw to keep my supper hot.
Supper. Ripper, I'm starving.
Thank you, Arnie. Yes, all right then. Come along. We'll see what we can find you to eat. Now, what would you like, Titus?
Some roly-poly pudding, please, Mama.
What about soup?
It's now, whenever.
Okay, just be careful.
Excuse me, Sir Ivor. Someone to see you, sir. It's Mr. Frid, sir. He says it's a matter of extreme urgency.
Oh, good evening, Sir Ivor.
Yes, Frid, what is it?
I thought you'd like to know. Iredale's been making some inquiries. Something about a ship? A mysterious cargo? He's on his way down to the wharves to investigate.
That is very interesting. Thank you, Mr. Frid.
Happy to oblige, Sir Ivor.
Campbell,
Sir?
call off the search.
But, sir, we've almost...
This takes priority. We'll go teach Iredale not to meddle in other people's affairs.
Very good, sir. Where are we going?
To the wharves. Fetch the motor. Hurry!
Very good, sir.
Louisa, your dad's in danger.
What can we do?
We'll go after them.
But it's miles to the walls.
So we'll think of something on the way. Catch a bus or something. Do you want to help your dad or don't you? Come on, before it's too late.
And it seems to me that in a school such as ours, with a great tradition of high academic standards, recent events can only tarnish its reputation, a reputation that we've all worked so diligently to enhance. It's all very well and very modern to initiate activities such as archaeology clubs, or to consider allowing the girls to wear trousers in winter. But is it in keeping with the school's character? Perhaps if we'd been a little more conservative and resisted the changes Miss Guthrie so strongly advocated, the parents of our two students now languishing in intensive care would not, at this moment, be keeping an anxious vigil at their children's bedside.
Hello?
May I humbly suggest that the only change needed now is a change back to the way this school used to be run. We never had any complaints in the old days, and if parental support is any indication, we may have even been doing some things right in our fuddy-duddy conservative way.
Fuddy-duddy, conservative...
Actually, before you go on, there's something I'd like to say. An announcement.
Of course. But if I might just finish. As I was saying, because of this recent tragedy and the origins of that tragedy, I have a recommendation for Miss Guthrie to consider. Now, Catherine, you have been under a lot of strain recently, not least because of your daughter's involvement.
I don't think we need to drag Jo into this, do you?
Of course not, although she was instrumental.
We only have Jade's word for that.
And Josephine's that she wasn't.
Jo is not a liar.
And you're suggesting that Jade is?
Well, I think she's capable of lying to protect herself, yes.
That is a scandalous accusation to make.
And yours isn't?
I am the chair of this board. Jade is innocent. I will stake my position on it.
So will I.
Hello? Is anyone there?
This way.
Any steak and kidney left?
Say, watch out. Wait a minute.
You cragger.
Just in. There's our chance.
What?
How's business? Like a cup of tea?
Love one.
Quickly.
Come back here. Where do you think you're going? Get back here.
What's that language you're speaking in?
Where'd you learn to drive like this?
On my father's estate.
Where is it?
Hold on tight. I'm going to buy.
Now watch this stuff. It's lethal.
Campbell. Let's hope our friend found what he was looking for.
Going to be too late.
Start over there, we'll go down here.
Mr. Iredale!
Papa!
Mr. Iredale!
Mr. Iredale!
Mr. Iredale!
Papa, please! Where are you? Mr. Iredale! Please, answer us! Where are you?
Are you there, Mr. Iredale?
Papa!
Everything's locked.
Mr. Iredale! Come on. Papa, please! Are you? Quickly in here! Papa? Mr. Iredale, is that you?
Anyone there?
Papa! What is it? What have they done to you? What have they done to him?
I don't know. Come on, quick, we've got to get him to Look.
What is it?
It's the poison, isn't it?
You take his arms, I'll take his legs.
Nicholas, go as quickly as you can. I'll tell you the way.
Hang on a second.
Where are you going?
I won't be long.
Joe! It's dangerous.
We might need it.
What for?
Evidence. Nicholas, go!
Пошла, пошла! Гони, гони!
Hello? Royce, phone!
Hello?
You don't know me, Royce, but I think you might benefit from some advice. Now listen carefully. You haven't much time.
So, what do you reckon?
The guy told you to go through on the phone.
Yeah.
Well, did he say who he was?
No. He sounded real old, though.
What is this?
He said if I believed I could do it, then I could. And there wasn't much time.
Do it.
You reckon?
Do it.
I guess Nicholas will be okay.
Pardon?
Nicholas. I mean, all he has to do is hang out in the garden for a while.
Joe.
It'd be a bit hard on your mum, having to deal with your dad and then us saying,
Joe, I don't want to talk about Nicholas.
Sorry.
Is Papa...
We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. The doctor's still examining him. He says he's at a loss to explain what...
We told you. The toxic gunk. The stuff from Sarav as well, it has to be.
I know what you told me, Joe. It just seems...
What?
So difficult to believe.
Look, this might not be the right way to say this, but Mr. Iredale doesn't just have a bit of a cough and a runny nose. Someone's tried to bump him off. We heard Sir Ivor. He said he was going to teach Mr. Iredale a lesson.
Sir Ivor is a very respected and distinguished man.
No, he isn't. He's a dirty sleazebag crook. He's got you all fooled.
My husband is very sick. You must understand that he is my first priority. All this talk of poisonous chemicals.
But you can't let Sir Ivor get away with it.
I've just been speaking to the police inspector on the telephone. He says they've searched the wharfs from top to bottom.
And?
Found nothing. No drums.
Well, Sir Ivor must have moved them all.
Jo, don't you see? Even if I believed your story...
It's true, Mama.
Perhaps. It's going to take a lot more than fanciful theories to convince the police.
The drum.
I'm sorry?
The drum. We took a drum from the warehouse. We can prove it. I left it in the cab. It's gone.
You were supposed to take care of Iredale.
I told him to stay out of things, yes.
You told him to stay out of things. To a man such as Iredale, that would have been a red rag to a bull.
And what you did was a lesson in subtlety. Iredale is a senior government official. If he dies in mysterious circumstances, there will be an inquiry.
Yes, by which time absolutely nothing will link either of us to such an unhappy event.
This programme was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand on air.